Leo in Rochester, New York writes to me, Paul, let me preface my question by saying I'm a big fan of planar speakers. Me too. I like them. I own a pair of Magnaplaners, which are planar speakers, and I have previously used all solid-state electronics. However, I'm ready for a change. I'm thinking of a tube amplifier. It might just be what I'm looking for. So my question is, what wattage were the tube amplifiers that were being used to run the IRS-5, also a planar speaker, back in the day? I'm trying to get an idea of the size of the amplifier I'll need to properly power my speakers. On another note, I had a great time hearing the PS Audio system and the Aspen speakers. Meeting you at Expona last year, it was absolutely phenomenal experience. All right, well, thank you. And I probably met 2,000 people, but I'm glad we had a chance to talk. All right, so, well, let me answer your specific question first. The IRS-5, later the Genesis 1, and all those big speakers that until, oh gosh, maybe 5 years before Arnie passed, Arnie Nudell, formerly of Infinity and my partner at Genesis and my good friend, he had always used tube amplifiers on the IRS, on the Gen 1s, on the speakers he was working on. And he liked Sonic Frontiers. He had some big Sonic Frontiers. He usually ran a couple 100 watts. I mean, these were big amps, lots of tubes, KT88s, lots of tubes going in there, big amps. And Arnie never liked the sound of smaller tube amplifiers. He always told me, if you're going to run tubes, run them hard, run them big. And he did that. I mean, these were beasts. He had, oh gosh, what else? Jadis, back in the day, Sonic Frontiers, I can't think of what else he had. Some of the chassis lined up along the wall. And then later on, when Bascom King came and he started building the BHK series here at PS Audio, Arnie switched over to the BHKs, which have a tube input stage like our Stellar M1200, and all the BHK products have vacuum tubes on the input, which is where they belong, and then its output had MOSFETs and very powerful. And Arnie switched and never used a tube again. That was so much better. And of course, he was the reason I got into this with Bascom and blah, blah, blah. Okay. For your Magnaplaners, they are not too inefficient. They have a very even impedance curve, which means you don't have to get too crazy. So I wouldn't go anything less than 100 watts, but 100 watts is probably pretty good for you. 150, 125, something like that. You might even be able to get away with 70-watt tube amplifier, but and give it a try. I just want to put a plug in for the sound of tubes, which you can get with the efficiency, power, and detail that you'll get with a solid state output. So that is, in my opinion, always been the best combination. It's what Arnie switched to, vacuum tube inputs and a Class D or Class AB output stage. That's a killer combination. So, all right, well, good luck with your project. Hope I answered your question. Thanks.